Selective breeding. You tell this joke a lot that I hate, frankly. Something about you gonna marry some white boy or some shit like
Yeah, I'm
that.
gonna marry a white man.
Why you keep saying that shit?
I'm a troll, so I know what gets the people riled up. I know what gets the boys mad, you know?
Hmm.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I generally don't respond. I probably just be like, no, you ain't. Is
they
that
get hurt in the chat. They mean this divester, this dead
hmm.
wench. And, you know,
Hmm. Now, is that joke actually funny?
it's very funny.
Why?
Because when you participate in dark humor, which is what trolls do, if
Mhm.
you can poke at somebody's insecurities or inadequacies,
Mhm.
and it sparks like a very emotional response,
Mhm.
you know, it
Think
makes me
about
feel good.
so it makes you feel good to invoke a visceral response in the men around you.
Yeah, you got to get that healing. So you know, you got to let it hurt until it heals. So when you see that they're in pain, because then you realize why they're so, you know, mean to you, because they're dealing with their own pain. They're dealing with their own insecurities. And I'm just trying to show them that a lot of what you feel about me is just projection because you don't know me. So if black men hate me, I'm gonna give me a white man. That's what y'all say. Y'all say y'all don't want us. We fat, we ugly, we nothing. And then this y'all always throwing these statistics around, and I look at the statistics and I'm like, well, these white men make good single fathers. They lead in this single father race. And if we get married to them, we stay married longer. And they willing to marry us when y'all not. I'm just trying to go where I'm gonna be treated well. And if girls could date dudes in the hood dealing with all that come with being with a black man from the hood, which I've done 3 times, then I could deal with a white man.
Okay.
If I get over my little bit of racism that I'm still trying to get over, you know.
Okay. Is it a dangerous joke?
I don't think it's dangerous because I think we're living in a world where, you know, it's common. Black men, white women, white men,
It's
they're
not common.
together. Black men date the most
It's
out
not
of their
common
race.
though. But you know it's not common, right?
I'm saying like it's becoming normal around the world.
Well, I think
It's normal.
interracial dating is normal, but black women and white men is not common in comparison to interracial dating.
Yeah, because black women are suffering because our preference. We want to pigeonhole ourselves to black men, even when it's not beneficial for our lives.
Hmm.
But that's a big leap because I don't think that we're attracted overall to other groups of men. Then I think the majority of the, because you got me saying majority minority, the majority of black women uh do not find other races of men attractive. We think that y'all are the most attractive.
We
Not
are,
that
right?
all of y'all are attractive, it's just that
In
if we
general.
took the best of y'all and put it against the best of anybody else's, we'd be like, yeah, look at our men, you know?
Yeah, no, 100%. We're more attractive than other men, generally speaking, right? Okay. So you guys are superficial then.
Yeah. Most most black the majority of black people are very vain, very superficial.
Mm-hmm.
The majority of people are very
What
vain and
about
very
what about
superficial.
what about black women though? What I was asking about.
Yeah, we're superficial. We like the look of things.
Okay. Okay. But you guys are venturing out in a way because you feel unwanted.
I think black women overall we want to be treated well.
And
Well,
you
not
think
overall because I would say it's not a lot of black women willing to move around. I would say I want to be treated well, and I'm going to go where I'm treated well. I'm over the whole idea of race and shit like that. Shit like that.
so? Let me give you a phrase. See what you think about it. Stockholm syndrome. You know that phrase?
Mm-hmm.
What you think about it?
I think a lot of black people, majority of black people are suffering. I would say not majority. Because I think that I'm from a specific demographic of Black people. So I'm coming from a low life, right? So because I come from a dangerous city, a small town, full of Black people, majority Black populated, but which I find that majority of Black populated cities are just very similar to my city, but the poverty rates and things like that. So within those situations, if you are a Black person come from poverty, you're 99% dealing with Stockholm syndrome in some way.
So when you open your eyes up to white men, because you told us before that you dated good men, you just wasn't ready, i.e. the one that wanted kids or whatever the case was. So what you trying to venture out for?
Because I don't think that they're gonna just keep on coming. I don't think, like, when I do find these men, I know I just not gonna find them again. Like, I know the type of men that I like, I'm barely gonna come across them. And then you gotta think about it. What a good man to me was when I was 20 has evolved since I've been 30.
Into a white man?
So the good men that I do know that are Black, but they don't want to be married. Even when they're good, they don't want to be married.
They did want to be married, but they wanted to have a kid, and you said no.
He wasn't even all the way good. That's my first boyfriend. No, that's not the good man I'm talking about.
What about the good one with the house?
He's with a woman. They're in a relationship. They've been in a relationship for a long time. She has 2 kids. He don't want kids, and he don't want to be married.
Okay. All right. So
he would have married me, and we would have had a kid. But that was about his. I was his dying chance, because he was like, "No, I'm gonna do that because that's what you want." But he didn't want to do that.
Wait. So you the problem
in that relationship? Yeah, I was definitely the problem.
And the other guy?
No, because he wanted to have a baby out of wedlock and then get married. You see what I'm saying?
And marriage is the goal for you think?
Yeah, I'm not having no children out of wedlock at all. If I never get married, I'm never having kids.
Okay, so marriage is the goal. Do you want to have kids?
I'm sure.
Brother.
Kids. A kid.
Yeah.
A kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. 1 kid.
All right.
Maybe 2 kids, but 6 kids. I mean, when you say kids, you got a clip over there. You got a fully assimilated basketball team with a bench rider.
So, why are you up here articulating the fact that you think the white man's ice is colder? It's ice.
It's just statistically, they break this stuff down, right?
Okay.
How these kids are just higher functioning.
Who?
The mixed kids are higher functioning. They literally do statistics on how mixed kids are higher functioning. And Black women and white men stay together. But that's not even the point of me selective breeding. I don't think selective breeding is...
No, I ain't there yet. I'm take this walk with me. First off, what you just said is bullshit. You know that.
I think a lot of the stuff, a lot of the numbers that y'all give me is bullshit too. So what I do is I very much mirror what y'all be giving us. So the same way you kind of caught the dude up and you was like, if single fathers are badly the people raising kids, why would you go off their stats? But when we say that Black women and white men stay married long, y'all dismiss that because it's not enough. Y'all let one ride and y'all don't let the other ride. So it just be my aha moment of...
Well, hold on now. Was it me or was I the one that caught him up?
You the one that caught him up. I don't really be doing this joke with you. I ain't doing this joke to hurt your feelings. I'm doing this joke to hurt their feelings in the chat.
So, can we clarify? Is it a joke or not?
That I'm a married white man.
Yeah.
Um, it started off as a joke, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm open to dating other races of men.
And that come from just being in the earth or a bad experience?
God told me I had to delete the fear. I had to delete the program of racism. I think racism can eat at your heart, and it can taint who you are. So, just deleting the program of racism and seeing them as humans like us, who went through like us, is doing that. But I've still never dated a white man. I don't see white people on a general basis. So, is it realistic for me? No, but I just don't want to not have my options open. Like if I meet a white man who's treating me well and wants to marry me and start a family with me, do I just want to be like, no, just because he's white? Because then I feel like that's racism.
Can you explain to me Deuteronomy 7, Nehemiah 13, 1 Kings 10 and 11, where those men were beaten or told not to go outside, and when Solomon went outside, they perversed his heart?
Yeah, but I would rather go to hell afterlife and live hell than in this life. I'm sorry, like I that whole do what you got to do on earth to get to heaven shit. I'm not responding to that no more. I'm not gonna let nobody tell me that I have to be miserable just and not get what I want out of life. Just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not asking for something evil.
Yeah, man.
Because I sat on this panel with black men, and don't get me wrong, that's another thing. Like, I think that a lot of times I be making decisions based off these men on these panels, and people be having to tell me, Sherelle, men are not like this outside, but I'm not outside. You see what I'm saying?
I understand. Like, okay, so I'm not gonna hold you to explain those verbs, but you know what they say, right? Tobit 4, you know what it says, right? Do not go outside your people. Now, God has enemies, no? Psalms 83. And then David said in Psalms 139 and 21, I hate them, O Lord, that hate thee. I hate them with a perfect hatred, and I count them my enemies.
Yeah, but they make themselves God's enemy.
Yeah, no,
God just hated them. They make themselves God's enemy by the way that they live.
Well, you remember now, Esau didn't do shit. God already hated him.
Esau not white. I don't believe Esau.
But regardless, I'm just saying he didn't do nothing.
I'm just saying. Because I mean that's still the twin brother. They got the same mama, same daddy, shared the same womb. So
well, now what if
God? But see, God knew Esau before he formed Esau, so he already knew what Esau was gonna do. Of course.
No, he hated him before he did anything, though, right?
Because he knew him before he was even created.
Okay.
Because God says, I knew you before I even formed you in the womb of your mother.
Indeed.
So before he was even in the womb, God knew this nigga gonna be wicked.
Mm-hmm. Did he hate him before Esau actually committed any action?
Yeah. He said he did.
Okay.
They
now,
say he did.
Also in Genesis, now it does say two manner of people when they were
two
born.
manner of people.
Mm-hmm. Esau and Jacob, two totally different manner of people.
Mm-hmm.
So what it does is cites a clear delineation between those two.
Yeah.
All right, now.
I'm disobedient.